The UNI Panthers capture the Missouri Valley Conference regular season title. They go 16-0 at home, unbeaten here in the McLeod Center, but they go down to St. Louis for the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament. Coach, you're the 1 seed down in the tournament, capturing that regular season crown. How do you prepare as a staff, as a team, for potential 3 games in 3 days?
Yeah, and that first one's a little bit tricky because you don't know who your opponent is. This year, Drake or Illinois State. The winner of that game is who we're going to play on Friday. And when we've been the 1 or 2 seed, I think I learned a lot, early on, even as an assistant. We had it one of those years, and we've had it a couple times since. Just feel like it doesn't do a lot of good to try to figure out which of the 2 you think is going to win, and it hasn't done us a lot of good to spend a half hour on one team and then a half hour on the other team. What we found and what we're going to do again this year, Brad, is we're going to work on our stuff. It's going to be a little bit of Drake, a little bit of Illinois State, because there are things that will apply no matter who it is, and then also a couple things we do want to touch on, but we're going to spend most of our time working on us and really getting ready for that Friday game.
Well, some of your stuff that we saw through the regular season has a few guys that should be in line for some Missouri Valley Conference awards and honors. We got a story coming up on that. AJ Green just having a fantastic year, leading the Missouri Valley Conference in scoring. Continues to be that top threat that opponents seem to lock in on.
Yeah, and it's been Krutwig was the preseason player of the year and should have been with what he's done in our league, and it's kind of been him and AJ. After we got 5-6 games in, it was pretty obvious that it was going to be those guys, as long as our teams did well, and both teams have done well. And I think AJ is my feeling is that he's had a little bit better year, and Krutwig's been great, but AJ I think is the guy there. And what I've really liked, after the first 6 games, teams started to double him more. They'd run at him to get the ball out of his hands. They paid an extra defender in terms of attention to him, and he accepted that as part of his responsibility, and he really trusts his teammates. And that's why we won the outright championship. Is AJ? He just wants to win, and whatever that means in a given night, he's going to do it.
We talked about Austin Phyfe's big games. He should be in line for all conference honors. Trae Berhow potential with the number of threes that he made, but Isaiah Brown on the all-defensive team a season ago. He's still your top defender out there.
Yeah, he's had a great year there, and we've also, Ty's had a great year coming off the bench for us. Ty hasn't played the same minutes that Isaiah has, but Ty turned a couple of the games with what he did at the defensive end, and to have both of those guys is a big deal for our team. But Zay's put together a terrific senior season. He'll be on the all-defensive team again, and he's going to be, up for and in the hunt for that Defensive Player of the Year. He's had that kind of year.
All right, the Missouri Valley Conference All-Conference Honors and Specialty Awards are announced. Here's a look at your UNI Panther representatives.